Is it worth going through the trouble of getting a card graded right now with the current process and the lead times in PSA and Beckett, and now even CGC is going up? We'll go over that today, and we'll just kind of look at some pros and cons and just let you know where we kind of stand on that, just so you have an idea of what you're looking at and the things that might come up when you're looking at potentially getting your cards graded, and if you think it's worth it for an investment purposes. But if you're new here, be sure you hit that subscribe down below, hit that notify, and hit the like, guys. We can get 30 likes. We've been doing fantastic. I'm back off of my little bit of a vacation / conference, and we're going to get back after all these issues coming up here in Pokemon TCG. Also, we are on the road to 500. Once again, we are going to be doing the giveaway in this video, and if you stay tuned, we're going to do a little cutaway like we did the last time, where I'll run the image in below and just stick it inside of here. And we'll get that winner for that giveaway. And then, of course, we're already at 450. So thank you guys. We're doing fantastic at getting up with everything and keeping it going. So we're going to do a 1 video gap. And then Friday, we will be doing the giveaway for the next 450 winner. And, of course, that means we're just one more 50 round of people coming into the channel away from doing the celebrations. So hopefully we can do that here before Christmas. It would be fantastic to get that out to someone before that, and that way you could have a very Merry Christmas with that as a gift. But we're just going to go ahead and go into the video and go into the main body of what's happening, and that is coming down to PSA. So the main question is it better to take these cards such as this, and take this with a grain of salt, I'm not grading them, but these are just examples. If you can find cards around that are in good shape, ready to go, this Professor Oak's way off center, but if you could find them where you think that they're going to be a 9 or a 10, are they worth sending out and getting them put into one of these very nice little plastic slabs? Well, it comes down to a very array of questions, and the first question that I would have is what is the intent of getting it graded? If you're going to display this card, grading is a great opportunity to do that because it gives you the ability to put it out in front of people or on a shelf, and if it falls or if people want to pick it up and look at it, and if people want to see it, it doesn't get damaged in the process. If it's something that you like to collect and want to put it on the shelf, there's a great opportunity to do that. If you're not worried about time frame of getting it back, you could get it done by PSA. I'm going to be 100% honest. PSA is not the prettiest slab out there. And if I'm not looking at an investment point and I'm looking at it for the aesthetics of it, there are a lot of grading companies that have more aesthetic labeling that's flashier, looks better, cleaner than PSA. PSA, let's be honest, still, if you look at this card, for example, the PSA still looks like the printers from using a dot matrix printer from the 80s to make these things, and then they put a little pretty hollow foil right in the center of it just to throw some flair and to make it a security thing, but they really don't have very flashy labels at all, and the cases themselves are just pretty just normal. There's nothing to them. They're just plastic. They're regular plastic. CGC cases, of course, I got CGC ones. I prefer the CGC cases over the PSA cases, and to be honest with you, their label on them is a little bit more cleaner. It's a little bit more uniform, and I actually do enjoy the CGC label better. And there are actually a couple other ones, I'll put them on the screen next to me, that have some very nice slabs that look better for display. So just keep that in mind, that if you're not looking at an investment purposes and you're not looking at selling it, maybe you should look at some of the smaller companies that are out there. Yeah, it won't be worth as much on the open market, but it's still going to be a flashier, better display piece in the long run. Now, the next thing that I'm going to say is that we personally are not sending or have really anything planned to go out for grading right now, and there's a couple reasons why. The number one reason why is because as an investment purposes, taking a card, sending it away out of my hands and out of my control for 6 to 12 months is just not a good idea in an investing market. When it was a week or two, even 3 weeks, that's fine. You can get it back relatively quickly, and there usually isn't that many shifts in the market in that time frame. But how much in the last year has the Pokemon market shifted up and down, up and down? And there's been people with cards that have been sitting at the PSA and Beckett for almost a year without getting them back. And with that happening, they have missed a lot of opportunities, even in the raw market, to be able to sell these cards for profit. And that is a major reason why I am not really interested in the grading. Now, I could take these and grade them at one of the other subgroups that are subpar grading companies that I showed you that have better labels and flashier, but when it comes down to the investment purposes, that could actually, I've seen that actually drive the price of the cards below the raw card price. Just because it's an unknown grading company, it doesn't have much value, and sometimes people just don't like that opportunity, so it can really limit your market on that card. But if you keep the card raw, we've seen even the prices of promo cards, of some of the cards in Vivid Voltage. Let's just take Nessa for an example. The Secret Art or the Full Art Nessa card is a perfect example of where it has come in. It went really high when it first came out. It was a great artwork. People enjoyed it. That card dropped down all the way down to around $15 to $20 at one point, and then increased back up to about that $30 range. And then now it's settling at about $28. So that card has done a lot of movement since Vivid Voltage has been released. Now, if you were to purchase this card around that $18 to $20 mark, look at the potential of how quickly you could make 50 to 100% profit on that card. Right now, you're already over or right at 50% on that card. And if you wait potentially a little bit longer within the next year, you might see that card go back over that $40 range. Now, if you were to take that same card and you paid, let's say you paid $20 for it, and you sent it to a grading service that got it back in a decent amount of time, you're looking at a $20 investment, which is still, I believe, a 4 to 6 month lead time at PSA. So you're going to have $20 on top of that, plus the shipping costs, which I believe is around $2 to $3 on the way there, and I think it's $5 on the way back. So you got $28. You're at $48 of investment in order to get this card back, and you don't know the grade until it comes back or they grade it. And once you know, you'll get a 9, a 10, an 8, whatever you get. The other issue we're having on graded cards currently is with the amount coming back, we are starting to see a deviation in the pricing between a PSA 9 and a PSA 10. If you are not getting that 10, your price drops dramatically. And once again, some of the cards that have been coming out graded at that 8 and 9 level are selling no better than the raw value on some of the cards. So, is it really valuable to send this card out as an investment if you're praying for a 10, and lately they've been really hard pressed to give that 10? So, why would you grade it? Why would you send that out and take that potential of not getting the 10 and getting a 9 and having the value of that card be at the same price as a graded card and have the costs of adding on all of the grading fees and shipping fees? That's one of the major reasons why we have really stayed away from grading, and the time factor is the second one. So with that being said, we're going to take a little bit of a break here, of course, kick over to the other video. So I will kick it over to Andy over here. All right, thank you, Andy, from the other video. We are going to go ahead and do this generator for you guys, for everybody who partook in the giveaway. Of course, this giveaway was Keep It Rolling. We put that inside of the video here, and we're just going to collect the URL for that one, and we're going to move it over to the random generator. Of course, I'm going to remove the extras or duplicates inside of there, and we will see here what we have for comments. How many people actually got the comments out? We have 34 this time, which is about double from what we had the last time. So way to go, guys, get involved into this. Now we're just going to hit the start right here, and I don't think I'm in on this one, so we're going to go ahead and just hit this and see what we come up with. And a winner of this giveaway. So Stefan, if you could please get a hold of me on Instagram and or the email down below in the link. That way we can get that out to you. Let me know the pack that you're looking for, and we will definitely get that out to you here ASAP. Other than that, we will go ahead and send this back to Andy in the other video. Alright, welcome back, guys, and of course make sure that you hit us up on Instagram and on the email below. Hit us up in either one of them and let us know the pack that you want. Of course, we'll get that sent out to you as soon as possible, and we're almost close to that next 50 where we can actually get to the Celebrations ETB right behind me. Hopefully we can get that out to you before Christmas. We only got to get 15 more subscribers, so be sure that you hit that subscribe button. But to just have a little conclusion on the PSA and sending out cards for grading, currently we are not. It's just not good for an investment opportunity right now. We don't know the populations of all the cards that are coming out. The population reports are not even close to being filled out with an 8 to 1 year backlog still on these cards. So nobody really knows where these cards are going to be valued at the end of the day. The other part is too that deviation now that we have. Before it used to be a pretty smooth curve between 8, 9, and 10. And now with the amount of population increasing at the rate it is, you are continually seeing that deviation on the chart. So you're seeing that high-low deviation where the 10 is taking off because the population is the lowest on that one, and the 9 is starting to drop off and not seeing a big difference between a 7, 8, and 9, just because of the fact that these cards are so high in population, because 9 is probably the most popular grade that you're going to get, followed by an 8, and then 10 is going to probably be your third highest grade for people that are sending them out right now. So once again, it just comes down to the fact that the matter is for investing purposes, I would rather have the card in hand and be able to use the raw market than put my card in the system for 8 months to a year, waiting and watching the Pokemon market go up and down, and not be able to do anything about it, and then get the card back and it comes back as a 9 or an 8, and then the value wasn't there to justify the cost or the amount that I put into getting it graded. Once again, the ultimate goal is always try within the next year or 2-3 years after you purchase a card to be around that 50 to 100% increase mark on raw cards. Does it happen? No, but it's great opportunities in there if you can pick the right cards and kind of dig through it, which is where I don't really do a lot with it because I just don't have the time to put into the research that's necessary to pick them cards out. Definitely, if you're looking at doing that, check out Pokenomics. He's a great source for that information. So the last thing that I want to talk about is, of course, we got one of these. We have this D21 Poketin, and it does have, if you didn't see the short, Cosmic Eclipse inside of it. So another opportunity coming out there if you're interested in Cosmic Eclipse. Took looking at some LGSs. They do have this in stock, and GameStop has the cardboard sleeve blisters also available online right now for $3.99. You can buy them currently. So it is official that we do have a Cosmic Eclipse reprint, and if you were from the Sun and Moon era, this is going to be awesome for us to be able to open this and enjoy this set again. It's been something that we've been wanting, that reprint, ever since March, April, when it was supposed to happen, and then they canceled out of it and didn't do it because of the lack of printing space and, of course, lack of material to do the printing. And we didn't think that we'd actually get that last reprint, and it happened. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. If you do like Cosmic Eclipse, definitely check out your local LGS. Keep your eye on GameStop and all those, and also we should be seeing a little bit of a price decrease on booster boxes and sleeves and booster packs online. So definitely some good things out there, guys, if you're interested in Sun and Moon, going back to Cosmic Eclipse. And as always, if you're new here, hit that subscribe, hit that notify, and of course hit the like, guys. We're going for 30. Not that hard, it's free, doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps us out a ton. We're also still on the road to 500, as I said, so check out Friday's video coming up, where we will be doing another giveaway for the 450 giveaway. Last but not least, just as always, we will put these two videos up here for your enjoyment afterwards. Check them out, see what you think. Also hit the like on those, it helps us out on those videos also. And we will see you next time here on Northwoods TCG.